Well, hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Get Live Trading. We are home. It feels only. Oh, hello, Don. Ah, there we are. I thought maybe something wasn't working. I think he just pushed that space bar. Last week we did our call from beautiful Cranbrook, BC, and we will be back there, but we are home for a couple weeks. It's actually pretty nice to be home for a couple weeks. You guys can hear me all right? I assume Steve couldn't hear me, but I assume everyone else can hear me. Janet Legere here, along with my wonderful partner Dawn. We're your hosts each Saturday, where we share some of our strategies we've learned over the years to build our list and build our business online. And I'm just going to let you in on a little secret out there. And whether you believe it or not, it's absolutely true. If you were to focus your time on building your list, regardless of what business you're in, regardless of what you're learning, what you're doing out there, but if you were to spend some time every day getting subscribers to a list, you're going to make money online. That's how it happens. And I'll tell you a story about that in just a moment. Who Dawn and I are, where we came from, how we got to be here. I do want to say to my bears here, happy Valentine's Day out there to all of you. I just love it that you guys come and spend time with me on Saturdays. It's kind of fun. I enjoy sharing time with you. And I truly hope you come here because you pick up tips and strategies that help you with your business. That's what would really make me feel good, is that you're actually taking this information and using it. And I do believe that most of you are. And that is in itself just the best thing that can happen for me, because that's really what I want to see happen here. I want to see that you take some of these strategies and you run with them. Speaking of running with them, we're going to talk a little bit about Dawn and I, where we came from, got here, why you'd even want to listen to us. We really have had quite a bit of online. Don's going to then come up and get his 2 words in edgewise. It doesn't happen very often, but on Saturdays he gets to have the floor for a while, as long as he wants, and he's going to talk about inspiration, about life and living. And then we're going to get into what we call the training aspect of our call. And today I'm going to be talking about understanding the funnel process and multiple income streams, because there's there's a lot of misinformation out there about multiple income streams. Some of the leaders I work with have different views on multiple income streams, saying you really can't have them and you got to have this. And I think it's just misunderstanding what multiple income streams mean in reference to, say, a primary business. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to cover some things we've talked about before and come to them from a little bit of a different aspect. Before we get going, just want to remind you guys these calls are open and generic. I invite you to invite anybody you know to come and join us. They are welcome. Everyone is welcome. In light of such, we do ask that you don't share your personal or business information in the text chat. There will be plenty of time to network at the end of the call, and we do appreciate your professionalism and ask that you do engage, because the whole point of using this technology, because you can engage. You can type in the text chat, you can ask questions, you can post comments. All we ask is that you keep your chat on topic, and we'll all get along just fine. And you know what I love, and I just want to say thank you to all of you, because I rarely really even have to give that little speech. You guys are always so professional. You're very respectful of each other, and you're very respectful of the time that we share here together. Thank you for that. I, as a leader out there, truly appreciate your leadership. So who the heck are Janet and Dawn Legere? Well, we've been marketing here online for over 15 years. I find that hard to believe, over 15 years. I can look back 15 years ago, and it just, we've come so far since then, and there's one that hasn't changed in that 15 years. Oh, and I'm going to take that back. It has changed. Is my passion for this business. If anything, it's even bigger and better than it ever was. I love this industry. Does anybody doubt that? Does anybody here doubt that I love this industry? Well, we started here more than 15 years ago, and we've had a lot of experience in internet marketing, network marketing, affiliate marketing, you name it. Prior to that, we both worked in the corporate world. up until 1999. We worked in the corporate world. Don was in banking and employee benefits and economics. He was on that side of the scale. And I was an accountant. I was on the other side of the scale. However, the two complemented each other just like we did when we met back in 1998. Our journey has been one of amazingness. We get to have fun every day. We come to work. I'm not really sure what work is, okay? I get out of bed eager to get doing what I'm doing today, eager to figure out something new to do today, eager to get something else popping today, eager to make it work, eager to turn somebody else on to the simplicity of this business. Because there's something you need to know. This business is a lot simpler than most of you are making it. Would you guys agree with me? Who here is ready to throw it out there and say, yeah, she could be right. It actually is easier than you guys are making it. You get overwhelmed. You get confused. You really don't know what's happening. Back in 2006, Don and I joined our first, what I would call, traditional network marketing company. I'm happy and proud to say it was the Shackley Corporation. We're still proud customers of Shackley. I'm not, you guys know me. We're involved in two, what I would call, health and wellness network marketing, traditional network marketing companies. Just not that's not where my focus is, but the business is built on their own because I use the products. That's, however, here's the story I want to tell you, because here's the secret to being successful on the internet. In 2006, when we joined Shackley, it was in September, and there was a contest going on that I didn't even know about it. Our upline said, a lot of your people in this program are joining. Do you want to join? Yeah, sure, whatever. How much is it? I signed up. I didn't even know what I was signing up. Didn't even really know what Shackley was, that thing, sure, whatever. I knew I could do it online. Okay, did you hear me? I knew I could build that business online, whatever it was that, I trusted my sponsor. The products looked good. It looked like if I'd use, sure, no problem. We'll give it a try. You know what? I bet you we had those products for 2 months before we actually used them. But guess what happened in that time? We qualified for a trip to Mexico. We qualified for all kinds of awards. Had no idea. The trip was planned for March. Found out about it in December or January. Really, we didn't even know. That's how much attention we weren't spending. We were getting paid, though. Let me say this. We were getting paid very well. And we got paid very well right from the get-go. And so we went on this trip. We got to meet the owner of the company, a little tete-a-tete with 10, 12 of us. And the owner of the company got to stand shoulder to shoulder with him. Pretty amazing guy, multi-billionaire. We went to Mexico on an all-inclusive trip that was totally paid for. Got to go, all I had to do was pack our bags and off we went. We had an amazing time. 700 other leaders there. And guess what the big question was? How long have you been with the company? Well, at that time, it had been 6 months. We joined in September. This was March. We're down in Cancun at the Occidental Resort, beautiful resort, having the time of our lives. How long have you been with the company? 6 months. What? 6 months. How did you qualify for this trip? I want to know all your secrets. I want to know all your secrets. I want to know, how did you do it? How did you apply for this trip in such a short time? I said it was easy. I spent 7 years building my list, building a relationship with people who trusted what I recommended, people who had been following what I was doing, who were getting the same results I was getting, and were confident that if they followed me, they would have the same results too. Well, it was probably that trip, Ken. That was the only one we were on in Mexico. That would have been 2007. So if you were there, that's pretty darn cool. We were the Rookie of the Year that year. We were number 2 in the company in sponsoring. It was unbelievable. What a trip. And it was overnight success. And did you get how we had overnight success? Did anyone pick up on that? And so I have spent my entire plus years here on the internet, working with others, teaching them what I know, the secrets to building your list, the secrets to following up. And today, I'm really excited because today I'm going to be talking to you about that internet funnel, what I really do here, how it really, really works. Because when you understand it, when you really comprehend it, you'll stop using overwhelmed as an excuse. You'll stop using the fact that you got to learn this, that, and the next thing. You're gonna stop making excuses, and you're just gonna do it, and you're gonna recognize that I need to do, and this is how it's going to work. The bigger the list, the bigger your income. If, only if you're doing it right. It isn't just about building a list, but the money is always in your list. Julie is right. The money is always in your list. If you build that list the right way and you learn to create your funnel in a way that your prospects, your subscribers can't wait to hear from you. And they begin to trust everything you share with them, because what you share with them is what works. It's why you're all here. I don't know how to get this through to all of you, that the secrets to making all of this work is just do what I do. It's why you're all here. You have, we've built a trusting relationship. You know you're always going to get good information. The same is going to happen with you. As you begin to share things with your team, with the people you know, that's the secret to all of this, my friends. And I'm excited to share some of those secrets with you today. But this is the biggest secret I hold on to. And everybody says, I always love hearing from Don. And that's why Saturdays we give Don the floor for however long he wants to today, because he inspires and motivates you in a different way than I do. We have different views of the world, and yet we have similar thoughts and similar ideas. Obviously, we've been together for 16 years, and we are as happy now as we were then, and we get as giddy about each other now as we do then. He truly is my Valentine in every sense of the word. Without further ado, please, a nice warm welcome for my partner in crime, my Valentine, the man who inspires and motivates me every day, Mr. Don Legere. Take it away, my love.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Awesome, eh? That little guy with the arrow flying around you right now? Awesome. Awesome. Listen, I love internet marketing, but I'm bored with it right now. Why would I say I'm bored? Because I keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Is that you? You feeling a little, I don't know, not bored, maybe not bored, but a little, I don't know, a little bored. Maybe a little bored. It's time to stir the pot and re-energize it. It's time to stir the pot and re-energize it. Not bored, not disenchanted either, Janet. Not at all. Not at all. It's doing the same thing over and over a day, over and over again, and getting the same results is somewhat insane. And that's what I think I'm feeling, the feeling of going insane. So the treadmill, yep, Thomas, you're absolutely right. The treadmill. Ken, awesome if you're not bored. I'm thinking it's time to, I don't know, energize it. Plug in a new battery maybe. But the idea, ladies and gentlemen, is we work at home. And I'm sure a few of you out there are like me. You're working at home, you're doing the same thing over and over again, you're basically on your own, other than, speaking with people on Skype, that type of thing. Now, recharging my business, I'm talking about using my cell phone more, number one, because we've been traveling more. One thing I did find out, my text messaging is ridiculous. I cannot figure it out why Skype doesn't charge me for text messaging across the world, but the minute I take my phone and text message to GVO's head office, it's 40 cents a message. Unbelievable. And you know what? It's time for me to stop sitting in my chair, stop sitting in front of the computer, and maybe get out a little bit more. Maybe get out there, because we got these little computers we call smartphones. We can get out there and actually be moving, be talking, be experiencing life on a whole new level. And we can still get the same things done that we get done sitting in front of our computers all day. So if that's you, if you're like me and you're tired of sitting in front of your computer day after day after day, I'll remind you all that we have these smartphones. They're awesome technology. All through Calgary, all across Western Canada, I have Shaw Open. Now, Shaw is my internet provider. And Shaw Open means if I have them at home and I go to a part of a city that has Shaw Open internet, I get it for free. So I can sit anywhere. I can do anything. We're going to go up to Canmore this week to go visit a client and teach him a little bit about blogging. And that's doing it differently. Yeah, I could have said, why don't we meet online? It's a little bit more effective, a little bit cheaper. But the problem is with this fellow, we've tried that. His idea, his ability to conceptualize what I'm trying to tell him and show him, it's just not sticking. So he suggested we get together at his place, and I said, sure, let's do it. I didn't know he was in Canmore, so we agreed to go up Thursday, but what a beautiful place to do business. We're going to drive up into the mountains to do business again. And you don't need your computer. You don't need to be sitting in front of your computer. You need to be out there showing people how excited you are about what it is you do and about how it is you go about doing it. And, one of the other things, too, I think we, as business people, all of us here, we devalue ourselves to the point where we're giving it away. And I think we can't be giving it away anymore. I think we have to be charging people a real dollar for the real information that we're providing. For example, my program, Curation Works. Hey, if anyone's not in Curation Works, go join. It's free. It'll show you how to put your blog together without doing a lot of work about it. But even that, something like Curation Works, I was talking to my son, and we were talking about, how to value something like that. How do you put a price tag on something like that? And the reality is he's doing the same thing I'm doing with clients, but he's charging 6, 8, 10, 15 grand to do the same thing that I put together, and it's $297, not $297,000, but $297. Curation Works. CurationWorks.com. You have to put the HTTP in front of it. But that's the point. And that's the realization to me that, I am working at something I truly enjoy. Perhaps I'm just not charging enough. And am I undervaluing it so much that people are walking right by the shelf because it's too cheap? When I was a marketing student at Sheridan College, one of the studies we did was you take a very expensive bottle of wine and you put the cheapest wine sticker on it, and you take the cheapest wine and you put it in the bottle that is the most expensive wine in the world, and guess what? Even the cheapest wine tastes really good to people with money because they still rated it as very, very high. And, we have to, as business people, determine what our true value is. Nothing wrong with giving it away for free. There's nothing wrong with having a free ebook for people to download from your website or that you could give them through the social media. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's stop undervaluing what we do. Let's stop hiding the fact that we're home business people. Let's stop pretending we're not internet marketers when we're talking to our friends, because we are. And we are internet marketers, and we do have our freedom, and don't they wish they had some too? I think the very nature of being in the network marketing business, people tend to undervalue what it is you're doing to the point where, you really don't belong in a business conversation. But when talking to Dan and going over what we do and how we go about doing it, he sees a fit. He sees a fit for what he is doing as well. So, I think really if we want to make great strides in what we're doing here online, we have to get rid of our fear of letting people know what we do. We have to get rid of our fear that what we're doing is not the highest best use of our time or our abilities, because it is. It's a very, very difficult industry to find success in. But once you do, it's an industry that's your best friend, because every time you earn a dollar, every time you have an extra dollar of residual income coming in, that's the same as putting $1,000 in the bank. I don't know about you, but I would rather have residual incomes of $5,000 a month that I know is going to be coming in, coming in, coming in each and every month, rather than trying to struggle from zero each month and trying to get the 5,000. So let's lose our fears. Let's elevate what we're doing at home, and let's give it some power. Let's feel good about what it is we're doing. Let's fall in love with what we're doing. Let's don't be afraid to tell people that we're network marketers and I work at home and I love my free time. Let's just let people know it. Shout from the rooftops. When you let people know what you're doing and how you're doing it, more people will tend to sit up, take notice, and say, "Wait a minute, you're earning how much a month? 2,000 a month of additional income, and I could do that part time." You will have. Look at. There are over 20 million, count them, 20 million people in the United States alone that are looking for a job, or looking for something to do, or looking for some way to make money. And for those who are working, it's generally a family that's working, where everyone's working a part-time job. So our time, what am I trying to say? I don't know. We're right on that edge. We're right on that cusp that there are so many people looking for what we have, and we're not out there talking to them. So my suggestion, my preference, the way I'm going to change my business is use my cell phone more, get out more, talk to people more, show them what I'm doing more, show them that freedom's great, and we can come, go, do whatever we please whenever we want. And I think that over the past few weeks, because Janet and I have done a lot of travel, it suddenly occurred to me that I don't even need my computer to do business. I can do it right on my phone. So let's get out there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's don't be afraid to tell people what it is we're doing. If you're in a health and wellness business, tell them I'm in a health and wellness business and I love my freedom. And you can earn additional income too. Let's don't be afraid. If you're in network marketing online, tell them. Don't be afraid of what it is you're doing. Don't be embarrassed about what it is you're doing. If you're embarrassed about what it is you're doing, you'll never make money. You're never going to make coin. So love with what you're doing. Fall in love with it. Get out there and tell people about it. And the more people you tell about it, because there's 20 million of them looking for a better way, my guess is there's probably 40 million looking for a better way, then you have the basis to build an absolutely brilliant business. And with that, Janet, I'd want to thank everyone who joined us here this morning, and may your results at work this week be greater than you could all hope or even imagine. And with that, Janet, I'll give the room back to you, and thank you everybody for listening to my rant, I guess. Have a good holiday. Happy Valentine's Day.
Wow, that was a rant and a half. My goodness. I know that there's a lot of people related to that, though, aren't you? How many of you out there are a little bit frustrated with your marketing? You're a little bit frustrated with your results? I have moments, and I got to tell you guys, I love this business. Do you know why I love it? Because every minute of the day is a challenge. How can I do it better? How can I do it differently? How can I do it more? Now, the challenge I have the most is how do I get through to people that you are really making this too hard? It's really Okay, so number one, you got to decide what it is what are you doing here? Why are you here online? What is it that you're trying to accomplish? Are you building a business? Do you have a business that you're building? Are you just learning how to build a business? You don't really have a business. You're kind of in a bunch of programs. Where are you on that scale? If you have a business, how are you promoting it? Are you focused on bringing people through your funnel? Are you focused on doing the things you need to do to make that happen? Is it a little bit tedious? Sure. I can't say that I absolutely love sitting here clicking on links and sending out my ads. However, I absolutely love doing it because every time I do it, I get results. Why do I get results? Because I'm always changing it up because people know me, people see what I'm doing. Having said that, there's times promoting and nothing happens. And so I got to switch it up. That's what I love about this. So where are you on that scale? Perseverance, persistence. Persistence is it, okay? That's the absolute secret to success is persistence. Persist until it happens. There's a story here that we talked about on our Morning Motivator the other day about persistence and that, there is a tribe that rain dance and they had 100% success. All the other tribes did the same rain dance, but they didn't have the same success rate. What do you think the difference was? Kind of a trick question. What do you think the difference was between the tribe who had 100% success and the tribes that didn't? None of the other tribes had 100% success, just this one tribe. Do you want to know the secret? They did the dance until it rained. That's right. They danced until it rained. Is everybody here, do you all consider yourselves internet marketers? Yes or no? If you're not an internet marketer, you're probably on the wrong call because everything I teach is about internet marketing. Now, having said that, my wonderful husband is not an internet marketer. He's definitely a network marketer, and he's really great at doing content curation, and he's an awesome salesman, and he's awesome at talking to people. But when it comes to the internet, he's not an internet marketer, but you all are. That's why you're here. And you love to listen to because you're also offline marketers as well. You all, because that's where you came from. Don't forget that. That's where you came from. I'm the marriage between the two because I love this. I have a passion for this. I am drawn to this. Any time of day or night, I can come here and I can make things happen. I love it. And I'm going to assume that all of you here at some level are internet marketers. That means that you're using the internet to build a business. And today I want to talk to you about internet marketing. Well, Vince, we need to change our vocabulary. Terrible at offline marketing. Why? Because you don't do it. That's why you're terrible at it. Guess what, Vince? You're terrible at internet marketing too. Your results aren't any better. It's just easier to do it here. Here you can practice more and more and more and more and more, but it's the same thing. Online or offline, you're still doing the same thing. So don't say you're terrible at it. The only reason you're terrible at it is because you haven't practiced it enough. That's all. It's not something you want to do. I'm not into internet. I'm not into offline marketing so much. However, having said that, I'm really being drawn to go offline and do some of my training to teach people how to do what I do online. I bet you never thought of that. However, unpracticed online marketing, that's all you are. It doesn't mean you're not good at it. But let me say something here. You don't have to be good at it. You have to be good at something. The internet isn't really for everyone. Not everyone is going to come here and really grasp these ideas and run with them. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of persistence, and you need to be really committed to making it happen. And then you need to let go of everything you think you know. Because everything you think you know is holding you back. I look around the room here and I know most of you. How many of you here have been following me for more than 6 months? It's a quick yes or no. Today we're going to talk about your really internet marketing funnel, what you need to create one, and how to create multiple streams of income. with an internet marketing funnel. So there's a lot of people here who have known me for more than 6 months. In fact, I'm going to guess that all of you have known me for more than 6 months. You've been following me. In fact, the majority of you here are members of Contact List Builder. And you've been following me there, and you've been following this, and you've been following that, and you've been following this, and you've been following your first Julie. Yay! Julie's so excited to get to know you. I did see that you subscribed to our list, so I'm really excited about that. Ken's been following me more than 6 years. We're going to see a commonality here, and we're going to get you guys focused on making this happen, because there's no magic to this. It does take persistence, and one day you turn the switch and magic happens, because you've always had everything you needed right in front of you. So what the heck is an internet marketing funnel? Well, I really hope you all have one. I am going to assume that because you're all internet marketers, that you belong to affiliate programs that you use to advertise your business. Did you know that you can make money with those affiliate programs? In fact, yeah, most of you do. And that's where you get confused, because now you've got 5 million programs you're supposed to be promoting. And how the heck are you to do that? Oh my God. I died. Joe, Janet sent out another email and I'm supposed to join this program, and then I get in it and there's like 5 million other programs and I don't know what to do. All right. What is an internet marketing funnel? Let's make this really simple, okay? An internet marketing funnel is simply a system, and there's lots of them. You know, there's systems you can join. You can have your own system where there's a lead capture page, meaning a website that you advertise that captures somebody's name and email. Sometimes it's just an email. I prefer name, email, and if I can, phone and Skype. I like to go all the way. We also call it a squeeze page. So it asks people to give information. Those people are put on your autoresponder. What's an autoresponder? Wasn't that long ago, even as little as 5 years ago, if I asked everybody if you had an autoresponder, the majority of people would say no. I don't know how to use one, or yes, I have one, it's not set up. I'm pretty sure everybody in this room has an active autoresponder, and you are building your list in some shape. Now, I think it was Marva. Marva, was it you that was sharing the other day on Contact List Builder that you started out wrong and you made a lead capture page for every program you belong to, a list for the lead capture page is fine, but you made a different list for every single program you belong to, and you're like, how do I build all these lists? I want to simplify this for you guys, because I know that it can get really confusing out there, and there is a lot to learn, and I'm going to be saying this until the cows come home, because my goal in life is to get through to all of it so that you can make this work like I made it work. How many of you would truly like to earn a full-time income from the internet at home? You don't do it by going from program to program to program to program. You don't do it by ignoring your internet marketing. You don't do it by saying, I'm too tired. I had way too much to do today. I didn't get that done. I don't understand. There's too much. If you want to really make money from home, a full-time income, and I don't know what a full-time income is to you. If you want to tell me, let me know, because the truth of the matter is a full-time income isn't that much money for most of you. It wouldn't take that much money online to be earning a full-time income. The challenge is you're over here, you're over here, you're over here, you're over there, you're over there, you're over there, you're over there, you're advertising this list, and number one, you don't have any money to invest in advertising, or you don't have much. So you're limited there. Then you're limited on resources, or the resources you have are too much and you can't figure them out and you haven't set them up and you haven't even started with that. You haven't got anything set up. You're all over the place. If that sounds familiar, it's okay. Look around. You're in good company. You're in good company. Because I look around the room and I could say it saddens me. It doesn't. It excites me. It excites me when I look around the room, because I know that there's a high percentage of people on the call today who may benefit from the information they're going to learn today, and they may have an aha moment, and they may get it, and they may stop using excuses for not making money online. So is anybody here earning a full-time income? Just a quick yes or no. If you are earning what you consider a full-time income, meaning you're making as much money on the internet as you would make if you went and got a job. Okay, lots of no's. Okay, no, no. And I'm looking at your names, and I'm going to tell you all, I hope you're, because what is the use to doing all this if you're not paying attention? I hope you're paying attention, because you have no one to blame but yourself, because you are too confused. You're too busy jumping here, jumping there, listen to this person, listen to that person, throwing it here, throwing it there. I'm going to do training here. And well, I learned how to do this there. I'm going to do that for 5 minutes. Oh, it didn't work. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try this for a while. I'm going to try that for a while. And you know what? Let me say something, that there's nothing wrong with that. It's what I've been doing since day one, with a difference. I spent every minute of what I was doing building my list. So while I was learning new programs, and while I was learning new technology, and while I was learning everything, I was building my list. It's not hard to build your list. You have 1,000,001 programs that you've already. Take a breath. You're going to take some time. You're going to make a list of all those programs, and you're going to get them organized, because until you do, nothing will change. Once they're organized, you're going to use them, and you're going to be consistent, and then it will happen. End of. But if you're over here and over there and over here and over there, and I'm going to start with this one. Now, I mean, having said that, you got to admit that I promote a lot of programs to you guys. It can be confusing, but most of the programs that I promote to you are programs that you're going to use to advertise and get subscribers. So what are you going to need for your funnel? Well, you need an autoresponder. Everybody here has a responder. Good job. How about a lead capture page that's attached to it? Oh, I don't know how to make one. Poorest excuse I've ever heard of. I don't know how to set up my autoresponder, and I don't know how to create a lead capture page. Poorest excuse on the planet. Because it's so easy in this day and age to have a lead capture page that's attached to an autoresponder. It's even easier to have that lead capture page have your picture on it and be personally branded to you. How important is that? It's vital. And yes, there's some great systems out there. We're involved in one right now that the pages are not branded to us, and they bring people in, but here's the magic. Until those people come in and get to know me, they're really not taking action. But when they come in on my lead capture pages that has my picture, my name, my information, they take action. There's a difference. And I want you guys to embrace that difference. Doesn't mean you're not going to use those systems, okay? Because when you use those systems, you bring people in through the back end. You bring them in through the systems, and then you teach them what you're doing, and you teach them how to brand themselves and how to create that personal contact. Because in the long run, here's what happens. You spend time learning to build your list. You don't worry about all that other stuff. You just, what can I do to get a subscriber on my list? That's your priority. Once you've mastered that technique, the rest happens. Make sure your funnel is set up properly. Blogging is one of the fastest ways to get yourself out there, to get people to know you. But friends, please, I don't use that word often, the word but. And I'm using it today. Because you all get caught up on, I got to have a blog, and so you don't do any marketing. You don't advertise your capture page because I don't have a blog. I don't really know what to do with my blog. Don't worry about your blog. Build your list. But you do need one. You are going to need a blog in time, so it's something that you need to have. I mean, okay, Rodney, terminology, a vlog is just a blog with video on it. If I go and record on my blog, it's now a vlog, and I'm talking about a personal blog, rodneyfolsom.com. If you go to janetlegere.com, you're going to learn all about me and what I love to do. If you go to KarenNaker.com, you'll learn about someone else. If you go to KenWolf.com, you're going to learn about someone else. You go to to marvabrooks.com. You'll learn about Marva. It's about where people can learn about what you do. That's what your blog is. People get hung up on their blogs, though. And then you think you have to have a blog for every product or service you have, and you don't. So how many people here have more than one product or service? You have multiple affiliate programs. You might have 5 billion ebooks that you think are valuable. You might have your own product or service. You're with a health and wellness company, and you are all internet marketers. That means that you all have safe lists, credit-based lists, traffic exchanges, solo ad program. You have places where you can be earning money. But you never thought of those as products and services, did you? You're starting to clear the fog. Now, let's remember that all those affiliate programs, some of them could be making you money. And that, we're going to talk about how you're going to make those programs make money without you losing your focus. Would you like that? Would you like to be promoting 100 different programs without losing your focus on your primary business and your primary focus of building your list? Mm-hmm. Well, number one, you got to set up your autoresponder. We recommend Host and Profit. Most affordable autoresponder out there, very professional, easy to use. You're going to set up your autoresponder with a series of emails about your products and services. That's it. Now, that might take a while. Do you have to do it all in one sitting? Oh, I can't advertise my lead capture page because I don't have 300 emails set up yet. Did you know that as you add an email to your list, your subscribers will begin to receive that in order that they're added? And so that spend time, make that part of your day that you're going to add some emails to your autoresponder. Let's talk about it a little bit. So how many programs would you guys say you have? A few? Julie's got hundreds. I have hundreds of programs. So here's what I want you to consider. I've got some topics here. I mean, this is easy. In your first email, you're going to let your subscribers know that you're going to be sharing the tools and resources for you, and that you're looking forward to getting to know them, and you welcome their questions anytime. You give them your contact information. If you've got a blog and you're writing a blog post, you're going to go and you're going to set up an email in your autoresponder that asks your subscribers to read your blog post, comment, and share your blog post. You're going to send an email out that asks them to connect with you on Skype. You're going to send an email about your products and services from your primary business. Now, here's what I recommend, because these are lots of, you can write an email about your recommended autoresponder, GBO. You can do a blog post about the products you're using. You can invite them to connect with you on Facebook. You can recommend a training program like Contact List Builder. You can do another email about one of the products you're using. I got one of the products I'm using is a skincare product called Transfusium, and I've been using it for a month now, and I need to take some, maybe today after my shower, I'll take some pictures 30 days later, because I got to tell you guys that the transformation is phenomenal. And so I will do some before and after pictures. I'll write a blog post, and I'll send that blog post out to my subscribers to talk about the product, and I'll include a link to the product. But I don't need to go out and advertise. I'm advertising to my solo ads, to my safe lists. Anywhere I advertise, I'm advertising my lead capture page to build my list. As people come through my list, they get familiarized with what I do. Making sense yet? And so you can do this for all your programs. Every product you have, if you're in a network marketing company, a health and wellness company that has multiple products, and I said that we were with Shackley, they have over 250 products, same with Sizzle. I could write a blog post about every single one of those products and include, or just even an email about my experience with the products I use. Is this becoming less overwhelming? Now, some of you are still overwhelmed because you're thinking, I got to sit down and I got to write all these emails. You don't have to do it all now. What I do recommend is that as you think of it, that, get a notebook or something. It can even be like a hardback notebook, a journal, whatever you want to use, a notebook, an Excel spreadsheet, a Word document. I don't care what you use, but as you start thinking of the programs you belong to, write them down. include your login information. Because as you make a list of those, now you have a list of things that you can write emails about in your autoresponder series. Is this helping? And is it clearing the air for you guys? It doesn't mean you're going to have less programs. It's just going to mean you're going to be less confused because you're going to spend part of your day every day using those tools to advertise your lead capture page, okay? I hope you're hearing that. Every day you're using the tools you have to advertise your lead capture page. And then your autoresponder is taking care of the rest. It's following up with those individuals and it's dripping on them every day or every couple days and it's talking about your business. And then you're going to add to that your personal touch, which means when you get a new subscriber in, you're going to go and see, did they leave their Skype ID? If they left their Skype ID, you're going to add them to Skype. You're going to make contact. You're going to send a broadcast to your list every once in a while. Oh, my autoresponder's already set up. I don't want to send a broadcast out, and I might inundate them with emails. You know what? If they're inundated with emails, they can unsubscribe. So make sure your lead capture page is set up. If you've never done this, we teach you how a contact list builder. You need a lead capture page that's got a nice form on it. You can give away a product, a report. You can offer tips and strategies. It doesn't need to be complicated. People love to fill out forms, but offer something to attract your subscribers, even if it's just to get to know you. Subscribe to my list and let's connect. I'd love to know you. People will fill out the form. Stop complicating it. I have people that tell me all the time, well, I'm not an expert and I don't have any experience and I don't really know. Why would people subscribe to my list? Well, why not? Why not? So here's an example of some pretty cool lead capture pages. And you know what? There are as many lead capture page systems out there as there are systems, as there are programs, as there are whatever you want. Use what works for you. Julie says, is a marketing system acceptable as a main business? If you're making money off it, Julie, yes. So having said that, many people here are in Total Takeover, and Total Takeover really is a marketing system. That's what it's going to be, a generic marketing system you can use for any business or you can use to promote itself. It's also got interviews with legends, including me, and some really great training from legends in the industry, including me. But at the end of the day, the meat behind the matter is a marketing system that you can use for any business. It creates income on its own. And yes, that could be considered a primary business. Now, Julie, most of the network marketers out there, a lot of the people out there would say, no, that's not a primary business. If it's what you're focused on and you're making a primary income from it, it's a primary business. Okay? So that would be your focus, is bringing people through that marketing system. And then as you have your autoresponder set up, because the marketing system is going to be attached to an autoresponder, your autoresponder is going to start to drip on your system. And that is how you create multiple income streams. So they're learning about your business. So here's another business, another lead capture page. When I advertise this, I get subscribers and I get signups. Here's one for some coffee. Created my own page, my picture, my form. Here's a generic page, simple steps to get started online. I don't even have a picture on here. It's just kind of a catchy little page that I made very quickly, just to show you that anything will do. Here's one I'm advertising right now for Contact List Builder. Earn while you learn. You really can earn while you learn. You really can, and you really can create multiple income streams without being distracted from your primary business. You can create multiple income streams while being focused on your primary business. How? Well, let me repeat. You use the tools and resources that you join to advertise your lead capture page, and you follow up with the subscribers about your primary business. Your focus is connecting with people, talking to them, finding out what they're looking for, and sharing with them what you have that will help them, whatever that primary business is. If you're in a health and wellness business, then you're going to be talking about to your prospects about their health. If you have a marketing system, then you're going to be talking to your prospects about their need for a marketing system. If you're an internet marketer like me and you're a coach and a mentor, that's what you're going to be talking about. Making sense yet? And really, my friend, blog is all about. So that you can go and write about the results that you're getting with your business. And you will see that on my personal blog at janetlegere.com. You're going to see a post there about my transformation with this product and the difference it's made in my skin. You'll see that. And you'll see posts there about the products and services that I use. You'll see posts there on how to use social networks, how to use everything. So here's some examples of blogs. You can have a blog, but this is my personal blog. So my latest blog post was about Got Backup. Do you all have Got Backup? Are you all backing up your data every day? Let me just say that it's part of GVO. So if you're using the GVO autoresponder, it's in your back office. Log in and subscribe to Got Backup. Don't even question it. Just do it. It takes 5 minutes to set it up, and you will thank me down the road, because at some point in your career, you're going to have a crash. Something's going to happen, and you're going to lose your data. And this is the most affordable backup, and it is so easy to use. So get it. Okay, so I did a whole blog post about Got Backup. I have lots of blog posts on my page, but did you notice that I also have a subscriber form on my blog? So here's the website that brought you all to our call today, our Get Live training call. And on my call, I have a video that invites you to come to our training calls. I have a form where you can subscribe to get notice about our weekly calls. Here's our curation log where Dawn and Steve both do some content curation. So you can see content curation live and in action on our Curation Works blog. You can also fill out the form to learn more. So let's talk about these multiple income streams, because you all join programs. You're all part of multiple programs. You're all doing, you all got that shiny object syndrome, and it's not even just the tools and resources. You do sign up for the next best thing that comes in your inbox, because maybe that one's going to work. Yes? You're prone to signing up, and you have time to promote. So again, let's make this simple. And I want to know if you guys are really starting to see the flow of this. You have your autoresponder, okay? And if you have multiple lists set up, that's okay. Pick one of them, make that your primary autoresponder, and make sure that all of your other autoresponder lists are directing people back to your main program, okay? So you have your main autoresponder list. You're just going to keep adding to that one, and you're going to feed that list. You're going to create multiple lead capture pages that feed the same list. And every time you join a program or a resource or a toy or something new, the first thing you're going to do after you set up the program is log into your autoresponder and add an email that can send a broadcast. All of a sudden, shiny objects are no longer a problem. Make sense? So remember, your job every single day is to send traffic to a lead capture page. Build your list. You can spend a little time every day adding autoresponders to your list for all your programs. You can start making the lists of those programs and stop making excuses, because I just gave you a way to make all this work. Did you get it? So you're going to spend time every day advertising your lead capture page wherever you can. And if you don't know where, come and talk to me. I'll help you. But if you're using the fact you got too much to do and not enough time to do it, that's just an excuse. Because the only thing you should be doing every day is advertising your lead capture page to build your list. And if you don't have a lead capture page, you better get one set up. Because the sooner you do that, the better. And today is the best time to do it. Let's talk about the funnel process again. You're going to send traffic to your lead capture page, which is going to build your list. Your subscribers are going to subscribe, Once they subscribe, they're going to be introduced to everything you do. You don't have to even remember everything you do anymore. Your autoresponder does it for you. So stop using "I'm overwhelmed" as an excuse. "I have too much to do" as an excuse. "I didn't get time to advertise today" as an excuse. Because your number one priority every day is what? Let's see who wins the prize today. What is your number one priority every day? Thanks for being here, Ken. That's right, Julie. Build your list. That means you're going to be advertising a lead capture page to get subscribers somewhere. I don't care where, but wherever you're getting those, they're going to be learning everything you do. And if you're still confused, I'm going to invite you to come and be a part of our Contact List Builder program if you aren't already. And if you aren't, you really need to be. It's where we teach all this. And you know what? Even though that this is what we teach, this is our focus, many of you here are Contact List Builder members, and it still gets confusing out there because you're listening to that training and you're listening to that training and you're listening to that coach and you're listening to that mentor, and it gets confusing. I hope that as of today, you have a little clearer understanding and that it's okay to take that training and it's okay to listen to that training and it's okay to listen to that mentor. Just take the information and apply it to what you're doing. Make sure that every day you are focused on advertising your lead capture page in some shape or form, and that if a new program comes to you and it's something that you can use, if it's going to bring you more traffic, if it's going to get you more signups, by all means, if it comes from a recommended source, sign up for it, set it up, add it to your autoresponder, and use it. Use it as directed. And now's my favorite time of call to encourage you to take action. Many of you said you took a lot away today. I want to hear about it. Either go to our blog at Get Live Training and post a comment on our blog. I'll just type it in here. Go to our Facebook wall. I'll go find our Facebook wall. Go to our Facebook page and post there what you learned today. I want to know what you really got out of this, and are you really going to take this information to heart and start doing what you need to be doing so that you can live a full-time life from the internet. You can have a full-time income. You can have multiple streams of income. It is not a fussy. You can earn all those affiliate commissions. You can have them coming in every day. And all you need to do is start feeding the funnel. Get people on your list. Get them into that autoresponder, and day by day, begin adding more emails to share what you have. And don't say, "Well, I don't know what to say." Okay? "Hey guys, I'm using this really great program and I really recommend it. You know, my mentor Janet introduced me to it and it's working really well for me. Here's where you can sign up and use it too." That's all you need to say. Don't use the fact that you're not a good sales copywriter be the excuse of not getting the results you need. People don't want your sales copy. People want to hear from you. Now, all those sales copywriters out there, and you don't get me wrong, you do need to know that some of that sales copy stuff, it does work. Hey, it does. That's not the business I'm in here. I'm in the business to connect you with people. Isn't that what you want? People who relate to you, who come to you and say, "I want to work with Tim. Tim has recommended some really great stuff to me and I'm going to work with Tim." That's what you want. Not "Tim writes really good sales copy and every time I get an email from him, I'm going to sign up for that program, but I've never really heard from Tim other than getting emails from him. But they're really good emails, so I'm going to sign up." I don't know about you. I want people to connect with me because they like what they hear, because they trust me and want to work with me. Come and join us Monday to Friday. We will motivate and inspire you at the Morning Motivator, and I'm really excited that we are planning our very first Morning Motivator retreat. It will be in November of this year. You'll hear more about that in the coming days and weeks, so stay tuned. And also be back here next Saturday for another session of Get Live Training, where we will motivate inspire, teach you, train you, get rid of the veil a little bit? Did you get a little better understanding? Okay, I'm really complicating this. I just got to feed. I got to get that list going. And then all those programs I belong to, number one, I got to use them, and I can use them to get people subscribed to my list. I just add them to my autoresponder. See, no more excuses. You guys are on track to make good full-time income this year, and I'm looking forward to helping you do it. Thank you for being here. Dawn, thank you for your amazing chat today. You always inspire us, and I love you with all my heart. You guys have yourselves a great Valentine's Day, a great weekend, a great life. We'll see you back here next Saturday at Get Live Trading. Enjoy these wonderful tunes. Have an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing life. You are loved. For now.